Hello and welcome, my name is Hayley and this is Divinity Tarot and Tea. I'll be having a cup of tea during this reading as tarot and tea go so well together. So grab a hot drink of your choice and join me as we spill the tea together on your current love situation. So let's get started. So today I'm going to be using the Spirit Animal Oracle by Colette Baron Reid. And we'll be looking at your person's current energy versus yours on this situation as it stands in the last 24 hours. So 24 hours as of when you find this video. So that could be a year from now. So the first card is the current thoughts, feelings and energy on the situation. And we have White Raven Spirit, trust in the magic. And it's the number 66 as well. And 6 is progression. So I'm going to be using the Harmony Tarot deck to clarify these cards here. So already it sounds like your masculine is beginning to accept this journey for what it is, for the magical experience of what it is. You know, perhaps they started off feeling that it was a little bit too magical. It was too good to be true. It was, you know, a bit airy-fairy, all in their head perhaps. Couldn't be real. But they're coming into that trust now. So we have the Knight of Cups in the reverse position. And so that to me is indicating that they perhaps at the start thought that this was just, you know, flirting energy. Maybe that's how it started. But they're coming out of that energy now and realizing that it's a bit more than that. It's a bit more than, you know, they bit off more than they could chew. So we'll get out another card here. We have the Seven of Swords. And I feel like they feel like you did something, like you snuck in and changed the way that they are, changed the way that they feel. Like they set out to just flirt with you, maybe be a bit of a player, but you snuck in underneath that all and turned their heart to mush, basically. And they're wondering how you did that. Like, you must be pretty skilled to have done that. But again, it's that magic. They're thinking, you know, maybe you use some kind of magic on them. And we have the Five of Wands in the reverse position. So they feel that you are different to other women that they have chased. Like, clearly they've come out of that player energy, and so they've, you know, probably spent their life doing this. They've probably spent their life chasing that low-hanging fruit. But when it comes to you, they've realized that you are different. You're not like the others. And that they can't act that way with you. So the card in the position next to that is any messages from Spirit, any advice, or any blockages or obstacles. And we have Horse Spirit. Freedom is yours. Right, so this energy that we're picking up today, this divine masculine, is the typical Bachelor spirit, and probably has been for their entire life. you know, they probably are the partying type and, you know, in it for a good time, not a long time. That's what I'm picking up here. They love that freedom and they don't want to part with that. And so, yeah, they're feeling that you're going to take that freedom away from them, and that's their concern. And we have the King of Swords, and it came out in the reverse position here. So the King of Swords, when he's in the reverse position, is an overthinker. So I feel like this particular masculine is spending a lot of time in his head thinking about this situation, overthinking about it, looking for a way out, looking for, you know, anything to say that it's wrong. And I feel like they're having a hard time finding something to pick on. We have the Queen of Swords. And they're kind of perplexed of how you have stood your ground. Like I said before, you're not like the other girls. You have boundaries. You've set boundaries around them, and they're really not used to that. We have the Three of Swords in the reverse position, and I feel like some of you, Divine Feminines, may have walked away from this particular horse spirit, this Bachelor, because you set boundaries, and this has put your masculine into the Three of Swords energy of that heartbreak and pining, and he's never felt this way before. So we'll look at your current energy on the situation. We have Rhino Spirit, overcome any obstacle. And that's you putting on that armour, the armour of the rhino, and standing your ground, not giving it all. You've set your boundaries and you're not going to delineate on that at all. And this masculine is, yeah, he's really bemused by that because he's never had anyone do that to him before. This particular masculine is probably very good looking and used to getting their way. We have the Nine of Pentacles. So that's you just focusing on yourself. Not only have you walked away after you set boundaries, but you're out there living your best life and it's eating him alive. You're not even looking back. We have the Three of Cups. Yeah, while he's in the Three of Swords, pining over you, you're in the Three of Cups, living your best life, going out with your friends, having fun. And he's probably worried that you're going to be going on dates as well. I'm picking up a bit of that energy. We have the Star. And that's you going through a glow up. You're just radiant, living life at the moment. And yeah, it's just absolutely destroying your masculine right now. Like, how could you be so happy? How could you be, you know, so radiant while he's so on the floor, broken? That's what he's thinking. But also he admires you for that. He's looking up to you. We have Turtle Spirit. Slow and steady wins the race. So You're not looking, unlike your masculine, you are looking for a long time, not just a good time. And so you're willing to go the distance, however long that might take. So you've decided to plant roots here. You're not going anywhere. You know, he may think that you've moved on, but you haven't. You're just waiting for them to come around. We have the Ten of Swords in the reverse position, which indicates to me that this is definitely not over. You're not thinking that this is over. You haven't walked away. And he'd be quite surprised to know that you haven't given up on him yet. We have the Ace of Wands. You're wanting that new beginning. You're wanting him to come back to prove that he can do this, that he will treat you with the respect that you deserve, that he will respect your boundaries and start all over again, and you will let go the way that he's acted in the past if he does that. And we also have the Ace of Swords in the reverse. Yeah, you're not going to fight this. You're not going to put up walls if he decides to come back. You're going to allow him another opportunity to prove himself to you. So we'll look at the mutual energy here. And we have Flamingo Spirit. Embrace the in-between. And so I really feel like you two are in the in-between at the moment. You're in that separation mode. And, you know, one is going through that contemplation energy and the other is, you know, working on themselves, bettering themselves. So, you know, this separation is not in vain. Like, it's work is being done behind the scenes. So we have Justice in reverse. So this is needing to correct that imbalanced energy that was happening before. It was out of whack and you knew it, and that's why you set the boundaries. You've had to be firm. And it's kind of thrown your masculine because he's never been treated like that before. We have the Hermit in the reverse position. So that is both of you needing to go inward and, you know, think about what this really is. I feel that some of you, Divine Feminine, you know, could be tempted to walk away and leave this behind. Just chalk it up to, oh, you know, he's just like the others. He's just a player. But you need to look within you for what this really is. That this is a time of correction. You know, he's coming into that rebalancing that, you know, he really is thinking about it. He's in his head, he's thinking about it a lot. And he will come around to that respecting of your boundaries. And we have the Four of Pentacles. So that's both of you needing to let down those walls. You know, he's had walls up because he doesn't want to let anyone get to his heart. He was enjoying that carefree horse spirit lifestyle. And you've had boundaries up because you don't want to get hurt, because perhaps you've encountered a lot of players in the past. And so in order for this to progress, you're both going to need to give a little bit. You know, you can't just be cold and throw that wall up all the time. You have to allow him to come back in and prove that he has changed to you. So you're going to have to learn to soften up a little bit. So I'm going to use one of my telepathic song cards. So when you are on a twin flame journey, particularly the divine feminine, you will receive a lot of telepathic songs in your head that have messages connected to what you're going through. And so I've been writing them down. And today we have Slow It Down by Benson Boone. So for this particular reading, if you're resonating with this, don't be hasty. You need to just slow it down, go inward and, contemplate what this really is and what you really want out of it. Don't be harsh and don't be quick to judge. You need to be in that turtle spirit. You need to be in that slow, steady spirit. So I'm going to finish off with a tea leaf reading. And we'll look into the cup. And I can see a mushroom at the bottom of the cup, and that's the abundance that comes out of letting the past die. So changing your ways and reaping the abundance that comes from that. So mushrooms grow from dead, rotted trees and leaves, and it's the abundance that comes from death. So you need to let go of the past, let go of your old ways, transmute that energy to bring in abundance for the future. And I have a frog at the bottom of the cup as well. And so that's leaping forward, taking that leap of faith, trusting your instincts, your inner voice. And we have a lot of tea leaves over the snake here. And I feel like this, in this particular reading, means that you need to trust. You need to, I feel like you could have been feeling that your person was just a snake, just like everyone else that you've ever met, You need to let down that harsh exterior and, give them another chance. So I'm going to leave that reading there. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, comment or share to help me out. And I send you all so much love and joy on your path. Take care. Bye.